Uh,
Okay, let's
alright.
talk about Sprawl because I feel like John is would only pick a map like this if he's confident that his fundamentals are better than Bobby across the
Yeah.
board.
I will say from our game earlier, we did play Sprawl in practice. Jean was not the strongest here, but he did have very, very good mega control, as is to be expected from him.
Yep,
He
that's
was,
his special on this
yeah,
map.
but he was quite shaky. He was quite slow. I imagine maybe he just wasn't trying his absolute hardest. Maybe he'll go faster in the actual match. This tournament Jean is real. Cool.
Predictions are now open for all games of the series, so get your predictions
How
in.
do you think the series is going to go, Shadow?
Given what I saw against Bobby earlier, he was in pretty good form considering he's not been able to play the game recently. So I would give a narrow edge to Bobby. It definitely doesn't help that he decided to stream his practice games with me, where he was practicing the picks he plans to play this series. So John definitely has an edge in terms of prep.
I mean, I don't mind. I got to watch some games, but yeah, Bobby, I would say, has better fundamentals usually, at least from what we saw in the practice rounds, than Jean.
I
However,
think if we
Jean
go to a
is,
game five,
yeah,
Bobby would be favored because he's
yeah,
better across the map pool.
yeah, absolutely. They'll give Jean a single mega, and he will find a way to make you want to rage quit with it.
John's very confident on his picks, but tends to get outpaced on some of the more standard maps in the game.
Yeah, that is definitely something that I
We
think that's
saw
a
that on
theme.
Horizon against Frost.
I think that was a theme in our practice actually. He was trying to practice the standard maps. We practiced Sprawl, Marble It Up. What was it? It was Horizon, uh, Marble City. Bunch of maps that just are very dependent on those kinds of fundamentals. They don't have much niche map knowledge that you can exploit against anyone at this point.
Yep.
So he's prepared for the possibility of Bobby being faster, I would imagine.
When
Overall,
I was
I'd
talking
say,
to
yeah, go on.
oh, go ahead.
Oh, okay. I would say overall, I probably give this to Bobby. I would wager maybe I'm gonna say 3-1.
3-1 or 3-2 for Bobby is kind of where I'm at.
Yeah, I'm gonna put my bet on 3-1.
I don't
Tournament match ever.
know, luckily. Okay, it's starting. I'll mute
Okay.
now.
Okay, well that's getting cut out. But
All right. Take 3.
it's 3, 2, 1. Good luck, and off we go. Jean versus Bobby.
Go.
Bobby
Bobby with
picks up the super speed. That could be important going to the next spawn.
yeah, good
John gonna
routing.
double back for the yellow.
And it'll only
And
cost
I
him a
like the I
point.
like the last red there for Bobby as he has prep advantage.
Yeah, but Jean with a very clean lineup, and Bobby's not gonna be able to capitalize on the mega he had.
He should have popped it before picking up that super speed. Maybe just wasn't comfortable with the navigation in mega form. He's still definitely a little shaky on the internet side. Skyro could be pretty good for John here. He's gonna go for a sweep.
Bobby doesn't quite get the
Not as
height he
good as it could
needs.
have been.
Yeah,
Bobby's gonna get the Ultra Blast to win the spawn. Gives the last red wisely. John has control of the center blast, which can be very important. Especially with Bobby having the gyro, I would expect John to dominate the spawn. Bobby ends up going just for the sweep. John will win the spawn.
yeah. And correct me if I'm wrong. You can make that jump up to that spawn without using the blast, correct?
From where?
From the ramp that Jean is right near now.
You
From the
pretty
middle.
much need blast unless you have a lot of speed.
Let's see. Yeah, it's
Good
hard.
expired. Wins the spawn by, looks like 1 point. Next spawn is very close. John has the Ultra Blast,
Jean
but
pops some kind of super jump there. I'm not
yeah,
sure what
he
he was going
messes up
for.
now.
Yeah,
Bobby gets the center blast control. That could be big. Ends up just using it to traverse. Falls.
yeah. Honestly, I like the use of the blast there. Just get up and secure the 6
Oh,
points. It's
oh,
better than
and
anything.
Bobby dodges the Mega with the super speed rebound.
Yeah. Oh, good mega from
Mega's going
Jean
to be
though.
important to getting these yellows, but with the last red in the corner, both of them are going to have time to reset and prep for the next spawn. Bobby gets the blue, and the game is nearly tied now. John with
Good.
a big advantage going to this spawn.
Yeah, really good double super speed line from him. He's going to ward Bobby off very well.
Gets the blast as well. Both of them share the super speed. Bobby commits blast early just for positioning to go for the center blast. Can Bobby blast John here? Doesn't matter.
No, big mega.
Huge
But
advantage
huge.
for John now.
Yeah, huge spawn
But
for
Bobby
Bobby,
gets
though.
the blue.
Yeah, big spawn for Bobby. That's one of the best ones he could have seen after being mega there.
Yeah, Bobby has mega and super speed here, but John already gets the most of the spawn.
Oh,
Great
that's...
spawn for John. That is tragic for Bobby.
Yeah, Bobby tried to chase after him. It wasn't quite going to work. John up now by 25.
Very big lead. It was close at the start.
Yeah. John is playing incredibly solid. He's going to take the blast there. I'm pretty sure he got that on his own. We have a blue.
Big blue. John goes for the blast and forces Bobby into the wall. That's going to give him the line on the blue. It's ultimately just going to be a pretty even spawn given how that blue works on Sprawl, but the respawn proves to be effective for John.
Yeah, an entire another spawn for John there. He's not going to waste any time getting to the next one.
40-point lead.
Yeah.
This is done, unfortunately, for Bobby. He is winning on the blues. John is up currently 35 reds and yellows.
I'm going to say it, that blue was unnecessary from the game.
Yeah, John's had some really good luck.
Oh,
Good
that's the edge
positioning as
hit.
well.
It won't matter at this point, but... Yeah, he's had some very, very good positioning throughout. Very good power-up control, great use of the megas. Just all around kind of just what you need to see on a match of Sprawl, and just good blast there as well. All around phenomenal round from John.
Yeah, not a great starter for Bobby. This is definitely making me concerned for the rest of the series. Another free blue for John.
Yeah, much better position for that one. John actually threatening now to double Bobby at this rate, which is highly unexpected.
100-point score.
Yeah, you'd need another 10 points or so to get that.
And hits Bobby with the mega.
Stays on. And that
gets the entire spawn. Almost a 100-point win. He's going to double it.
Just barely. Exactly double. Wow, I'm amazed. I will say John definitely got luckier in that round. He was positioned much closer to... Not double lucky. He played very well as well. But he also was positioned very nicely for a bunch of high-value spawns. You had the triple blue. Not triple blue, the triple yellow. I'm always mixing up my gems.
What on
the couple
earth
blues.
did we just see?
I don't know.
This is Contender Division. Someone has doubled the opponent's score, and John isn't even one of the people that people are saying that should be at the top of the Contender Division.
I don't know what to say. He picked Sprawl and it worked. Just wow.
Manually report the score. It was
186 to 93.
It not only worked, it worked phenomenally. And John probably had a bit of luck, but his Mega Marble usage was also on point.
Oh yeah, absolutely. He was good in basically every department there. If that was the John I'd fought in my practice round with him, I have no doubt that I would have lost to that. That was incredible.
Turns out Tournament John is real.
Yeah. And Bobby's going to whip out Requisite. Expected. He was very good on this earlier,
John
Shadow.
knew this was coming.
Yeah. What do you think Bobby did very well on this earlier? Because I remember him beating you on this.
Yeah, we played 2 games. I won the first one by like 40 or so, and then he won the next one by 2. And in the second rematch, his blasts were exceptional. He always had great blast prep, and he used them at the right time. Some of that was ping advantage, I'm sure, but I would expect him, if he can keep the blast up, he has a great chance of taking this game. If not,
Absolutely.
I think we're going to continue to see John domination.
2, 1. Well, Bobby will need this win.
Set.
Very much so. Starting out with an interesting blue side spawning.
Um,
John, try something.
Interesting strategy as well.
I respect the attempt.
11-0, and we have 8 seconds to kill.
Yeah, Bobby more than happy already to kind of burn time down a little.
Either player with great prep for this next spawn, despite having all the time in the world. Bobby's going to get here first.
And a good mega from him as well. Popped John down into a little cubby.
One thing about John is, if he falls far behind in the game, he will not waste his energy on coming back.
I think he hits an icicle there.
Into
Oof.
the ice shard. This is a colossal leap for Bobby. Great edge hit there as well to pick up the yellow. 17-point lead already. And you can see him going for these defaults. I expect him to be much better than John at that this game.
Yeah, John definitely knows the defaults. I wouldn't call him particularly fast with them though, at least in my experience.
This time default goes the way of John. Bobby actually has nothing here.
Oh, nasty hit off the trim there from Bobby. John's gonna get basically everything. But he will overcommit on a blast without power up.
Bobby wins this spawn and will have the time to get the blast if he wants to. Nope, John's gonna get that one. Bit of a nothing spawn up here in the mine section. Bobby wins it again and uses blast to maintain blast advantage. Love to see that from him. Oh, big blue here. Who's going to be able to get it? Wow, the rebound there for Papa J is going to take that one. He actually couldn't blast Bobby because he had the fireball power up active.
Yeah, that was... I don't think I've ever seen that before. Good to know.
Yeah, fireball is definitely a debuff if you have ultra blast because you can't blast your opponent. Blue going to be right here for John. That definitely evens things up a little bit, but can't stay on for the yellows, so Bobby equalizes things.
Yeah, John's slowly reeling this back, and that's going to be a... I think he hit him with the mega, but it didn't really do much. John
Both of them get the blast. Bobby commits it. John into the ice shard. This game is very brawl heavy so far. Another blast for Bobby. Big blue if Bobby can hit it, and he does. Very well done from that default angle.
Yep, John
and
much closer.
Blast too. John tries to get him back, does get the yellow. Could be a good time for a nuke hit. Bobby sits there and waits for the blast to respawn. Very well calculated. Need to see a good blast here and makes it up.
Yep, John
going to have to use the fireball with the bouncy surface. And actually gets both yellows, which I don't think should have been the case.
Bobby, perhaps with an overcommitment on that expired, but he will somehow not hit John there. Yeah, only hits him with the blast. Somehow John avoided the mega.
Great blast routing for a backup blast there by Bobby. 1 minute to play. We've got 11-point lead for Bobby. He really just needs to hang on. That's not the kind of blast we need to see from him, though, for that to be the case.
I do like that blast from John, just using it to slow him down. I feel like people don't typically use blasts for that purpose, even though it's quite an effective way of using them. And a really close blue for Bobby.
Bobby had the Ultra Blast. That's going to secure the blue, make things very difficult for John, but not out of the realm of possibility. Bobby comes back up, gets those 3 points. Lead stands at 10. It's in best interest of John to pick up these last reds now. Bobby has a great default, looks for the mega on John, forces the Ultra Blast out of John, and knocks him away. That's big. This spawn is not worth very much. Bobby picking up some pieces. Both of them get the Ultra Blast. 20 seconds to go. Bobby trying to distract John any way that he can.
Another good spawn. It's just not going to give John the value he needs.
10-point lead, 10 seconds to go. Next spawn comes in. Bobby's in great position. Going to secure requisite in a great comeback after a disastrous start in Sprawl.
Yeah, much needed, I'd imagine, for his morale. 98 to 84. Very good round from Bobby, though. Some questionable blast, but his speed was very, very good. Map knowledge, immaculate. And personally would not like to fight him there. John's going to take Marble City.
Another very classic map, and one without a lot of spiky elements that make it a good pick into certain individuals in particular. It's, more of an overall fundamentals test map. Everyone has lots of experience on it, so
Though
John's hoping his experience will shine through here.
I will say, not many people have experience against how Jean plays this map. It's the way he plays it, very, very mega heavy compared to most. It's quite easy to get blindsided by it if you don't know what's coming. He is also by no means slow, even though he may prioritize a mega over a super speed.
Frost reminds me of an interesting point. Bobby won that game by about the same margin that he won the first spawn, where John decided to nuke himself from orbit.
Look, in an alternate timeline, we all pop off, and that's the coolest play in the tournament, right? Just not this timeline. Right.
John has a lot of experience on this map, by the way. Zedron picked this up against him in the Swiss Freak 2 of last year, and John had a huge upset that week, 3-0 over Zedron.
Wow. Yeah, clearly Jean knows what he's doing then. Bobby... Was that Jean? I think that was Jean going stratospheric.
Yep, Bobby wins the spawn. Next spawn is a little bit in the way for John. Bobby gets over here too, going to go for the Ultra Blast. John is actually the one to get the top part. But Bobby should have Ultra Blast here.
Yeah.
Definitely does now if he didn't before.
Oh, nice recovery
super
from Bobby.
Speed to recover.
Yeah.
Gonna be able to get a nice sweep on this platform. You can definitely see the internet is still not great for Bobby. We'll see if that makes a difference in this match. John with a great jump up to the top section, and Bobby is nowhere to be found here.
Yep, Bobby falls down. Not quite sure how that happened. I wasn't watching him. But that's going to be basically all the value for Jean.
And John get the yellow. No, he overshoots, and now the Mega coming in for Bobby to win the spawn. That's a decent pickup for him.
Yeah.
Bobby going for a super speed when he already has one.
So far, first game where nobody really has a substantial lead after the first minute.
Bobby outmaneuvering John a little bit on these pillar gems.
Oh, and huge spawn for Bobby.
Yeah, and John was in the middle of nowhere looking for a Mega. Forces the super speed out of Bobby. He's going to jump up, and a good spawn now for John to go around the pillar to grab that yellow, but they share it.
Very good
spawn
snipe.
Should be relatively friendly for Bobby. 2-point lead for John. Next spawn is a bit of nothing.
John going for his beloved, the Mega. Where is he going to pop it? He's going to hold it. Go for an expired. I like it.
He has to see this Mega coming. He's going to pick up one of his own. Next spawn is right above Bobby. Should be good for John. Ultra Blast doesn't really do too much from the floor there.
Oh, big Mega.
Comes through for John. Bobby pops his own to try and recover, but that's going to be the entire spawn going John's way.
Yeah, now
for Bobby, it's not a big loss in terms of points.
Yeah, but somewhat of a lead is now starting to form for Bobby, and he will be closer to this, but it's not going to give him that much in the way of points.
Bobby goes for the blast onto John. Has the Mega as well, so definitely combat advantage for him, but John still gets a decent part of the spawn, maybe even wins it there. As the 3-point gem, it comes through for John as well as the back yellow. That's a big pickup just from fortunate positioning there for him.
And they're going to be about even on this spawn, I'd imagine. Yep, Jean's going to go and get aggressive, take the last red. He's doing that quite a lot this game.
Launch. When John gets the Ultra Blast.
Ooh, and Jean, I think he got hit by the Mega.
Doesn't even knock him there. What are the physics of this game, man?
Don't ask. Nobody knows.
He keeps going for Mega attempts, but it just hasn't worked out nearly as well as the ones from John. And I mean, that's something we would have expected coming into the series.
Yeah, Jean, perhaps a little unfamiliar.
This is a great spawn for Bobby, right where the last one was.
And Jean again going for that last red, and this time I think it may come back to bite him. Yeah,
great
there's that blast.
To deny the Mega there for Bobby. That's huge. He's learned from the previous spawns. Now under 10 points is the lead. Bobby has a super speed ready to go, as does John. John maybe in a bit better position.
You have the top blue. John
blast off the trim.
Yeah, John wasting no time there. Expertly done.
He's very good at that blue.
Yeah, didn't even need the super jump to get up. And he's going to have a great line to this next spawn. And he's going to reverse super speed here. Yep.
Well done, very clean.
And he's happy to waste a little bit of time, up 18 points. Bobby seemed to have a comeback mounting, but it's on the way of Jean again after that blue. How do you come back here, do you think, if you're Bobby?
needs to deny John a lot of this momentum with the megas. As soon as John picks up these megas, he's in his comfort zone. And Bobby has seemed to be a lot faster when it comes to spawns where neither of them have any sort of combat advantage. That's kind of where his strength is, but he needs to not be fumbling in moments like this.
Yeah. Lead expanding to just a little over 20 now. He's going to miss.
Yellow,
Yeah,
brutal.
miss the yellow. Yeah, we do have
Another
the blue,
big
but
blue.
oh, but look at that edge
Oh my
hit.
God, John, that was fantastic.
And he knows
Yeah,
it.
he knows he made a
That-
great play there with the edge hit off of the platform into the super speed.
He could have played that safe and he would have still had a decent lead, but no, he goes for the glory play and more than deserving of winning this round for that play on its own, I'd think. Wow, doing that in a tournament.
He didn't have to do that either. He could have
Yeah.
just super sped into the trim, which is diagonal, and would have knocked him up
Oh, yeah.
the blue anyway.
So overkill, but you love to see it. Wow.
Very well deserved win for John.
Much deserved, agreed. That's the play of the week there. That is phenomenal stuff. Now we're going back to Bobby's pick. What's he going to pull out here? If you're Bobby at this point, I'd wager you probably spend one of your best maps. You know you can beat Jean. If it goes to Hunt Bot, if it goes to the draft, you're probably going to be able to deny Jean his strengths. If you're Bobby here, you want to be pulling out your best map, I'd say. One of them, anyway.
He's very good at Stadium.
He's
I would
gonna
have
pick
expected that to
Lupus.
be a strong pick into John, but he's going to go for Lupus.
Yeah. There is the Mega up
No
top.
Ultra Blast. There's only one Mega, and it's very difficult to get.
Yeah.
I tried to tell Bobby that if there's a spawn up top, he needs to not let the time run out and give John the opportunity to secure that Mega.
Yeah. The question is, though, does Jean know about that Mega? Because it's kind of obscure.
Oh, he definitely does. He knows where every Mega is. He knows the X, Y, and Z coordinates of every Mega on every map in the pool.
Well, we'll see if he uses it to his advantage here. Or perhaps he's going to hit his head and sack 10 points when the top spawn happens, which is very often to happen on this map.
It feels like it's
3,
unavoidable, even
2.
if you're an experienced player.
Yeah,
Ready.
seeing that blue can make you panic quite quickly. You just forget your line. Both of them opting for different lines here.
Bobby hits the side of the ramp. Very unfortunate there. Entire spawn is going to go to John. I
Jean,
don't know about the respawn. No, he opts to just use the super jump, and that's going to cost him.
yeah, and he's going to take the the elevator here. Can't get my words right to save my life. And
Elevator.
he knows about it.
Oh,
Bobby
the
takes
Mega
it.
coming through for Bobby.
Wow.
Both of them were going for it, and John didn't actually pick up that Mega. So basically, an even game here. Bobby going for the expired, which I don't really agree with. John closer to the next spawn.
And Jean with some good aggression there. He's going to push when he knows he has super jump
Good wall
advantage.
hit for Bobby. Yellow's going to go the way of John. That is a very favorable respawn that you get there.
Bobby with the super
You
jump
can actually
threat.
get out of this this trench here with a blast and a wall hit.
You can.
So Bobby going to commit more time than he really needed to there.
And Jean's going to camp in the chute. No, he comes out of it.
Oh,
and
here
he
comes a blue.
wishes he
And
used it
John
there.
misses the elevator. Bobby,
And-
you have a super jump. Let's get moving.
And John
blue.
seemingly wall hits off of the side of the trim. That is brutal.
Both of them very close. They're going to share this yellow. John with a great blast to get the next yellow over. And it falls out of bounds there. Bobby needs to get better positioning than this.
He will get the
Picks up
super jump just in
Next
time.
spawn on top of John. Very small map. That is something that you'll see a lot. John
Yeah.
actually remains up top, and that's going to put him in great position for this next spawn. Bobby coming through the under part of the tunnel.
And Bobby
And
now
we have
without the
blue.
super
John's
jump.
going to be able to get this one with the super jump, but it does put him a little bit far from the rest of the spawn. He's not doing a great job of getting back there. Tries
Yeah.
to go for the super jump around again,
Yeah,
but you
again.
can just go out of bounds there. You don't have to commit that.
Yeah, though, if you haven't realised that, it's a very understandable play and it seems like the smartest idea.
Bobby going for another bad expired that's going to put the next spawn right on top of John. He's been a big beneficiary of this. And Bobby not using the super jump all the way up to the top, going to give the next spawn to John. He's probably going to get the mega. Nope, just gets the last point.
Bobby on
Bobby
his
gets
own
that
getting that
yellow
yellow.
solo, which is nice.
Yeah.
It's still a very close game here.
Good super jump take from Jean. See what Bobby's up to. Close spawn for Bobby.
Yep, this should be good. There's going to be yellows in both ways, meaning Bobby should be able to get 2 out of 3 yellows.
He's going to go for the last red, though, and that's going to put a very favorable
Next one
spawn
on
for
top of
Jean.
John again.
Oh, but the shoot
finally
comes
Bobby
in.
gets a bit of luck.
Yeah, and he was going into the shoot before that even spawned. Wow. That shoot loves him.
Navigated by Bobby there on this spawn. Next one is up top. Bobby able to deploy the super jump. John going to be able to split the yellows. He's also up top. Very close game here. 3 points after that one. Bobby going to be able to fall down onto a yellow. John is here as well. 1 minute to play. Bobby going to take priority for the super jump, but no, John cuts in front of him. He has sold prio on the super jump. Next spawn is coming around here, though. Bobby can get the first yellow, do a wall hit to get up here. High game for the time being. Bobby comes down again for no reason. This is not putting him in great position. John going to actually turn around and get that yellow. This is now going to give super jump priority in the shoot to Bobby.
With a bit of a mistake there, goes in the shoe and limits himself despite already having the super jump. Yeah, good respawn though.
Both of them get the super jump. 2-point lead for John at the time being. Bobby picking up another red that isn't too great for him.
Yeah, and he did a super jump there.
Super jump there. More points going to John. Next spawn right on top of both players.
It's still neck and
not
neck.
what Bobby needs.
It's still completely neck and neck though. One top blue can change this all of a sudden. And there it is!
And here it is!
Oh,
Bobby
but
misses.
Bobby on the
John
shoot.
makes it, and that's going to be the game and the series for John. All came down to the top blue that you cursed us with, Misty. And John is going to win this one by a very narrow margin.
I don't even know what John's doing at the
Bobby
moment.
tries to get the last yellow.
But there it is.
Can't make it happen.
Wow. Wow.
Bobby could have gotten that blue.
He could have, but he just undershot. And
he didn't have the reactions
John,
to use the blast.
Yeah, and Jean wasn't even playing the last one particularly well. He was kind of fumbling. So even if they shared that one...
he knew it was over as soon as he got that blue uncontested.
Yeah. Very, very good match from both of them. Not sure what hell happened on Spool, but barring that, very good performances from both of them all around. I'm surprised it was a 3-1 to Jean, given telephone still doesn't work. Well, he's here, that's all that matters.
Ready, set, go.
So guys, welcome to Eye of the Storm. This is game 0. Bobby with a 2-point lead.
John looks alright.
Yeah. Clean line on that yellow. He's going to default towards the top. Good move. And he gets a good spawn. Okay, I think his Wi-Fi's fine. This is going in the video, by the way.